right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. I'm Tim Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly. We're all mixed up. Yeah. What is up, guys? How was your weekend?
It's good. Didn't do a whole lot this time. Just kind of took it easy.
Yeah, I know. I know you had that single life fun on Halloween. So,
oh yeah, that was amazing.
good times.
I'm a little sad to see it go.
I'm just surprised by like what's going to happen. Like, well, Halloween, that means Thanksgiving's coming at us full speed. Then all of a sudden, you're in the wintertime and it's Christmas.
Yeah. It's 2025.
Saint Nick is coming. Like, what the hell? I started buying gifts yesterday.
Oh man, that's right. All the Black Friday, early Black Friday, sales probably happening.
No, I see. It's like I buy three things I buy three gifts, and then I buy three things for myself. I buy three gifts.
Like one for you, one for me.
One for you, two for me. 3 for you, 1, 2, 3 for me. That's how the way I roll. That's why I had to build another shelf for movies. I was like, oh yeah, I got a lot. Maybe I should get less for me and more for other people. But there's my baby's birthday this weekend too coming up. So
nice. That's gonna be fun.
But no, this weekend was great. It was a gift that kept on giving. When I woke up Sunday morning and realized I had another extra hour, I forgot. I just woke up. I was like, it's supposed to be 7 o'clock in the morning. It says 6. Oh my God. It was so great. It's nothing, not a better feeling when you roll over and close your eyes again. It's nothing
that's lucky for you. For me, when that happened, I was up and it was supposed to turn to, I think it was supposed to turn to 2 o'clock and went back to 1 o'clock. So I was up during the actual fallback.
I guess I was up too because I was with Anzo, right? I was on. Didn't realize. Yeah.
Oh damn!
It kept on going. Like we only had a 48-minute show of the thing, but people just kept on coming in. By the end, we were at 48 people, awesome. And I was like, "Oh man, shit."
That's awesome.
So shout out to Anzo, Big for Entertainment, because it was definitely a great stream, a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of good things there. So check him out.
Does he just do it on Bigger Ford or does he do it on Chaos? Just Bigger Ford?
Yeah. It's on Bigger Ford, and it was great. It's really, really great.
Yeah. So tomorrow is because Monday I always watch the Penguin. I get caught up in Penguin and I'll try to check out whatever else I can watch. And then Tuesday I'll start watching, like catching up with stuff. So From is I plan on watching tomorrow. I got it queued up on my playlist, on my watch list. So,
dude, I'm just don't fall in love. You become one of us, and then all of a sudden you can't do anything. You become part of the Frumily. That's what they call themselves, Frumily. Because you want to talk about Frumville.
Let's see who we got in chat. We got the View with Drew. What's up? Said hey, everyone, what is up? What's up, Drew? We got Travis in the house. He goes, hey, how's it going, guys? Happy early birthday to Spawn of Spawn. A reference to Brian looking like Michael J. White.
Oh, man. Dude, my hair. I was looking at our old videos. I can't believe it's down my back now, because when I started, we had just the little fro. It was all terrible and nappy because it was during COVID times, but man.
Yeah, it's so long now, man.
Like I had it braided and it was great, but it goes too long because it's stiff and goes up too long, so I had to unbraid them. And then I did it, and it's just so much hair. Crap. I figured out something else.
When you start talking about that, then that's around the time
I'm telling you
start cutting it.
All of a sudden, 40's right around that corner for me, since I'm the youngest one here. So yeah, I might have to cut it right there. We'll see.
Yeah. We got Tony. What's up, Tony? I'll show you pipe down. The Kings are on.
Man, appreciate you, Tony. Always.
Yeah, man. Always appreciate you. We got Ace. Hope all's good tonight. What's up, Ace?
Definitely a good day, man. Yeah. Even though my Bears suck, but yeah. A good game.
Yeah,
Good day.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
yeah. Save that headache for the Panda and Grizzly on Tuesday because
I got tickets to this week's game. I might not go.
yeah. God,
Oh man.
that was a joke. What was I gonna look at? So yeah, so we're gonna talk tonight. We got the Skeleton Crew, which it dropped on a Friday, and I always hate when trailers drop on a Friday because like we have to, usually we'll wait until Monday unless it's like a big trailer. But then also we're gonna be talking about Conclave. We got a chance to watch that. And also the Penguin, the newest episode of the Penguin. Almost done. Also, the name of this episode was Top Hat, and I'm like, oh, is he gonna put it on?
No,
Spoiler. No.
I was thinking the same thing.
It was named Top Hat.
We're thinking too far into
Oh, yeah.
what we saw from Batman to Batman 2 and not just following the story. But when you talk about Conclave, man, I can't wait to talk about for real. Because when I finished it, halfway through, this is exactly what I said.
Holy shit, that is crazy good.
That was gonna be
Bonkers.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, that was something, man. That was something. It's one of those like surprise kind of things where you're at the end, you're like, oh, I did not expect to like that much.
I was almost asleep. Almost asleep. Like 35 minutes in, I was like, and I'm glad I didn't go to sleep because whoa.
I as soon as I was done watching it, I messaged our group and I'm like, that first half, it almost lost me. That first half, but then the second half starts off with a bang, and then it just gets crazier, more drama filled. It was like, this is
nuts.
Yeah, it went places. That was crazy. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. Travis, honestly surprised that there hasn't been a dreadlock symbiote in the comics.
Yeah,
there kind of has, right?
A symbiote? Nah, but I don't think so. But Acolyte's a good hero that has the dreadlocks. I really thought about trying to dress up like him, but I just put the pieces together myself, and I just didn't feel like it. At the end of the day, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But Acolyte, that comic book and that superhero is pretty awesome, and I would love to dress up like that.
Yeah. Oh, man, there's one I saw earlier when they were talking about all the symbiotes. It really wasn't. It's kind of just because there's one with like hair, but then there's ones where it's more. It looks more like dreads.
I thought it was just the black the stuff, the symbiote like part of it, just looking like the horse. When the horse became same thing.
Like that. Yeah, but let's not talk about Venom. Let's not talk about.
We can talk about it. We just talk about not talking about it anymore.
Well, no, since we are kind of talking about it, and we're kind of like hanging out with chat. Say Conclave sounds like a discontinued beer brand.
I can agree with that.
There's no way I wanted to watch that movie, dude.
Nope.
I had no interest in it at all.
Yeah. No desire. And the only reason I put it on was because I know, like, okay, it was a slow weekend. Let's talk about Conclave. It's gonna probably win a bunch of awards. Let's watch this. Like, I thought it was gonna be like a pretentious kind of award kind of movie, and it was not. It was. I mean, at parts it was because it has a lot of shots that are very artsy and other stuff that was very like done like a movie that plans on winning awards. But then it gets into like that juice where you're just like.
It was almost like they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose. We're going to shoot it like this. We're going to make it seem like we're going this way. And then, that's what you get with John Lithgow. Like, you're going to, you feel it. I see him. I just imagine pretentious. As soon as I see him like, on the screen,
Not always. I mean,
almost
the dude was from Third Rock from the Sun.
Third Rock from the Sun. That doesn't count. It was everybody else. I was like, oh, we got Stanley Tucci, we got John
Stanley
Lithgow. It's just
Yeah, Voldemort. I mean, Voldemort was the main guy.
the main.
Ralph Fiennes. Yeah, it still blows my mind that dude was Voldemort.
Mhm.
Man, you ever see the way Voldemort was supposed to look like?
Yeah, which would have been awesome.
It would have given kids nightmares.
Yeah. They just made him Ray Fiennes in the movie with no nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bald, no nose.
Yeah. Mhm.
I get what they were trying to go with, like more snake-like, right?
If anything, it's like he was more snake-like in the books. In the movies,
Oh, really?
he almost wasn't snake-like enough.
The way they were going to draw him,
yeah,
nightmares. What do you think? Would you say that he looked like Nosferatu?
Kinda.
That's how it's
Based on the
supposed to look.
description,
Yeah.
with red slits for eyes and spoke like in a high kind of raspy voice, which Ray Fiennes did kind of do, but I don't know, they could have done more with it. I had trouble taking Voldemort seriously in the context of the movies.
I think they just did it for as many, it went very mid to make sure they could get as many people to watch it as possible instead of scaring people, because Voldemort the books are dark. Like the last 3-4 books are dark as crap, like for real.
From 4 forward is when it gets like really, really dark. I actually remember watching some of the behind the scenes stuff for the Goblet of Fire movie, and I remember them. I think the director Mike Newell said that he kind of wanted to change up Voldemort's look from the way it was described in the books, because he specifically wanted the audience to realize that this was once a man or once a normal man. I'm like, doesn't that kind of defeat the point?
That's the point. He's supposed to be a villain, and they just did it. And they had the concept drawings, they had the mold and all that stuff, and they just didn't use it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I had no idea of it.
Yeah,
like it's
probably art. God damn. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I was like, all right.
I mean, I don't know which ones are real, but I mean, there's a lot of fan art in here that I was like, I did not.
They have some, like, when he's on the back of it's real, like it's supposed to be really scary, really freaky.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, damn.
Can't start yet. Come on, man.
Yeah, they kind of give him like a venom kind of mouth, which like very snake-like.
Yeah,
I see that too. Yeah, that's pretty
exactly.
creepy.
As it's supposed to look more snake-like than it does in any other Harry Potter stuff. And I was like, see if I can pull this up.
Oh, you got it. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah, that's freaky.
It gave you nightmares, right? It gave kids nightmares, like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old. I want to see Harry Potter. Ah!
Yeah. That's definitely more creature-esque like than what the movies gave us. Yeah, that is creepy.
right.
I like the look.
That's creepy.
But yeah, I just wanted to show that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Ralph Fiennes always the voice, like that whisper that he always did was kind of creepy. I just, for me, like the way he like walked around and stuff, it reminded me of like Mick Jagger kind of.
Yeah,
like, he walked around like
pranced around.
Oh, yeah. I was like, like a Mick Jagger. Was the pirate dude?
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow,
kind of.
I could see that.
yeah. But because even the way he held his wand, like he never really held it. He just like it just was in his hand the whole time. Like he just like
like, all right. Or sometimes he just held it like this and
yeah.
just
Yeah. Just the way he held it was like, oh, you're a dick. Like you're one of those. As he shoots like the killing curse one.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Even the way he says that was like it's iconic, but it's just
Mhm.
random. But what was your favorite part of the new symbiote Venom 3? While it was dumb, the purple speedster one was cool, but also the one that had chubby one. Yeah. If it looked like a turd.
I think that's the best part of the movie by far. Like just seeing the
You see
symbiotes.
all of them.
Yeah, but they should have been more part of the movie. And then Venom should actually been in the movie. Saying goodbye to Venom, but you don't get to see him that much.
Yeah. I thought they did a good job with Toxin. I thought he was cool. All like greenish and had like a tail, like a snake almost.
I thought all of them looked good, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they all looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember what other
two-headed one was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was expecting an anti-venom. I don't think anti-venom was one though.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the origins of anti-venom, but is anti-venom like a spawn of Venom?
Yeah, it's part of Venom.
Or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, they're okay, it was better than the first one where everything was just like, okay, you're black, now you're a dark gray, and like everything was just like shades of gray, either all the way to black or light gray. But I was hoping to see an anti-venom. That's what I was hoping to see, that they were gonna do something and kind of make an anti-venom. But instead, they just had them floating in their little air pod bubble things, which was like, we got Tony.
Tony,
Terrence, what's up? Yeah,
I saw Terrence there.
Because he's talking about the symbiotes. I didn't like any of the symbiotes because they were all taken out like Shochi. Yeah, Toxin was terrible. He wasn't even the right color. On top of getting taken fast. Yeah, I mean, that was the bad thing. It was like that thing, like turned him to paper mache. Like
yeah, it was like a big giant like shredder.
Yeah,
yeah,
and then it's like goo came out the back. Yeah, Sony needs to sell Spider-Man titles. It's
Sony, man.
Here, well, and then Tony, bro, he goes, Craven's gonna fail like Pearl in a
twerk contest in Atlanta.
Well, because like talking about, because they're hyping up Craven like it's the best thing, and I have a feeling it's gonna look like a piece of crap. I mean, all the trailers look like crap.
Yeah.
What's the final straw? Is Craven going to be the final straw?
I hope so.
I think that's going to happen is Marvel's going to breathe new life into them,
which is the worst possible thing.
Because Spider-Man 4, you already have Tom Holland, right? But who's going to be in there? Andrew Garfield. They're going to be fighting against each other. Each going to be on different sides, and then what might happen is Andrew Garfield goes back to Sony, and Tom Holland remains with Marvel.
That's if Marvel allows it, because right now part of their contract is
a new deal. The new deal hasn't been signed yet.
Yeah, there's a new deal going through.
Yeah. So
we'll see. But Craven looks like trash. I'm sorry, Craven looks like trash.
And the fact that they pushed the movie back like over a year at this point doesn't really instill a lot of faith. This shit was supposed to be out last year this time.
And then real quick, shout out to Dark Room Reviews. What's up? You didn't leave anything? No, you didn't leave any. Just a $2 chat. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I know we're doing our super chat goals. That's a new thing YouTube is rolling out, so we appreciate that. Ask a question, Dark Room. I know that was like part of our thing. But
ask any question. I'll answer any of this stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Ask us any question. But appreciate it. Speaking of Spider-Man, we'll give you this one.
No one should have to do that.
Oh man, it's just so bad.
No one should have to deal with that. Now I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. It's Tank's fault.
Hey, you're supposed to be a badass with Venom, and he just turned into like a loser.
Yeah,
A
a complete dweeb.
Oh,
which
man.
I guess kind of fits in with Raimi's kind of like a hokey kind of cheesy approach that he took to Spider-Man and that characterization of Parker. I guess it kind of because he was, you know, in the movies he was a huge dweeb. So I guess in that context, not to defend it because I thought it was dumb, but with his approach, it did kind of make sense for him to become a dweeb who thought that he was cool.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It is bad.
Even people, even women were like looking at him like, "What the hell is wrong with you, dude?"
To the black lady behind him, like, what the fuck is he doing?
See, at least in the cartoon, when he first gets the symbiote and starts to become Venom, like he becomes a dick. You know, like he stands up to I think Flash, and you know, about to beat up Flash, and even MJ is like, hey, calm down there, man. And he's like, no, you calm down. He's like just an asshole, man. Like, at least give us that. Here we just got like a dweeb that thinks he's cool.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
Can't wait. We got Professor Film Fan in the house. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Professor? I'm glad you came in. Hope you guys were all coming in from DreMac, because DreMac had a really interesting stream today, man. I was watching. I was him and Blue. I was enjoying it. I was really enjoying it.
I didn't get a chance to check it out. Because I am interested in the topic of like because I think it was the one earlier today, or it might have been yesterday, where like our YouTubers like ruining comic book movies, and then the one today is like, you know, should they like stop watching or something like that?
And that's because
I want to watch. And also Sheed, what's up, Sheed?
Sheed, what's up? But that's more. We have some friends of the show that are also going to are giving up a lot of this stuff and saying they're not going to watch it. Chill, not going to watch it. A lot of people are saying they're not going to watch any more Marvel, and they're boycotting it. I just, dude, at the end of the day, I like watching movies. At the end of the day, we have this show and we want to have content. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm probably not going to not watch Marvel. That's too much. I'm just be honest. I'm just probably not. Now, I'm probably not going to watch anything Black Panther related until I bring back T'Challa. But everything else,
yeah, I'm not interested in Eyes of Wakanda at all.
No. And that's also more like sending a message type of thing. But
yeah, after they wrote themselves into that corner willfully,
stupid.
I'm not really interested in their little Wakanda consolation prizes they keep pumping out.
No, it's literally you look at it and you say, okay, black people go to movies and they spend about 20% of the intake come from black people. But when we do a black superhero, they become 50% of the intake or 60% of the intake. So I'm going to do a movie and I won't have a black character, and then they're going to come and support it, but I'm not going to give them what they deserve. You know, I'm not going to give them the one character that really deserves to be that. I'm going to create controversy around the other ones. You know, I'm going to always have a problem with one. So like, I hate the infighting. I hate the end result of it, but I think that you could do better. You know, I think you could do better. And I would want you to do better for Marvel, but I'm not going to just say I'm going to give up Marvel. I don't know. I think that would just be me lying to everybody.
Yeah. Even if it wasn't for the show, you know, and it was just me, I would still watch it, and it would just like Erica would be tired of me, you know, bitching about it to her.
Everybody, I would go every show screaming, and they did this.
Yeah. And so, and it's, I don't know. I mean, like for me, like not everything needs to be connected, you know, and not everything needs to be big. Like I just want a good story for whatever format. Like if you're doing Disney Plus, then give me big enough for a Disney Plus. I don't need a movie budget, you know, and give me a good story. That's all I really care about.
Good
It's-
writing.
writing.
The floor, right?
Yeah, that's the base. Conclave, amazing writing, and it's all dialogue. It's all dialogue. There's no action in it. You know, like it's all dialogue,
I mean,
and it's
some
all
people
dressed.
do get blown up, but yeah.
I guess a window does get blown. But like, yeah, no, I mean, but it's them talking, that like pulls you in, and the drama of it, so it's like writing is key to it. Obviously, and then the director puts their spin on it, but
And then
still.
and then having the concept of one thing is supposed to be holier than holy, but then men just F it up. That's another big
Oh
thing.
yeah, for that movie, yeah. For that movie. We got Anzo in the house. What's up, Anzo?
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody watching, go check out Bigger Ford Entertainment, killing it with all the From stuff. So
Dude, tell you, if you don't know what From is, come join us on tomorrow, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. It's going to be off the chain. I cannot wait to look at it and talk about it. I've watched it now. This is my 3rd time watching it. We're going to break down the episode. We're going to talk to everybody else about what they think is going to happen. There's a lot there. It's a lot of meat on the bone. So please come and join us, man.
yeah, nice. And I think tomorrow around lunchtime, Brian's gonna get a text from me like, "Holy shit, it's so good!" I'm gonna start watching it tomorrow. So, what we got? We got Colt Lords. What's up, Colt Lords? Another group of guys that are killing it.
Blowing
hey fellas. He goes, "It's funny how you go live during football nights." That's true. That's true. So how can Marvel be so horrible with the Blade franchise?
It's weird. So soon the new reports, I don't know. I was going to actually talk to Brandon about this. Was that the new reports that Blade is going to come before we get all the changes and everything. It's going to release in 2026, not 2027.
Like the movie right before.
It could be February 2027 or November 2026. Before we get to Battle World and all that stuff, Blade could be released.
I'm still pretty skeptical.
They're guaranteeing they're going to start filming next year.
How many times have they guaranteed something about this movie, though?
Well, right now it's also a rumor. Like Marvel
like
hasn't
10 or 12
officially
things.
said anything.
It's only like 10, 12 times, man. What you talking about? It ain't even that much.
This week. Yeah. But I mean, it's all the rumor. Once it starts filming, I'll have a little bit more faith in it, obviously. But
I'll have a little more faith in it, and when I'm sitting in the theaters and the credits actually roll, the end credits actually roll.
You gonna stop somehow?
You're like,
say what?
Somehow it's gonna stop right in the middle of the movie. Like, no, sorry. Come back next week.
Well, if its production history is any indication.
Yeah, right.
Got L in the building. What?
Yeah, I know. I just had it. L goes, not being relatively early. Hey, y'all. What's up, L?
What's up, L?
What's going on, L?
You know what? My wife has a bone to pick with you because all the money now I spend on all these indies, on these comic books. It's all your fault. I'm just letting you know. It's you woke in a sleeping giant, and I was cool just watching, doing my Marvel and my DC stuff, and all of a sudden now I am a full on just monster. I have a pile bigger than my Marvel and DC pile of independence. Thank you. I don't know oh man.
I don't even read. What are you talking about?
Like this Prodigy one. It was so good. I went and got all the rest of the graphic novels. So, I have all of them. But this is all your fault. All your fault.
Started it. There we go. Terrence said, I have no interest in either Wakanda. They can miss me with that instead of doing what makes sense. They're just passing off real Black Panther fans or pissing off.
Yeah, they're definitely pissing me off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can have Eyes of Wakanda and the Dora Milaje series they're talking about doing, and just all this other stuff. You're
becoming Sony.
They are
becoming Sony. for Spider-Man fans. That's what they are. You're becoming, for Black Panther fans, you're becoming Sony.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know you want T'Challa, but look at this I got over here. What the fuck?
We'll give you past Black Panther. Like, I want the real Black Panther. Dormelage. You're like, stop.
Like, oh man. And I hate that it makes you have to tear something else down when that's not what you really want to do. Just give me what I want.
Mhm.
You know, if you look through, you know, is a top 20 black comic book characters, and Black Panther T'Challa is number 1, right? Yet somehow we can't get a full series. We have 4 Thors. Go get a 5th Thor.
Yeah.
Can't give me T'Challa for 3 movies.
Yeah, ain't no one watching that shit. And that, I mean, that's really the only way to make them feel it. You know, they gotta feel it with the numbers. You know, it's gonna be a Disney Plus thing, so you know, you just don't watch it. Just don't watch it. You know, if you want to watch it, find other means. You know, like
Don't give them
you
the
know,
numbers.
don't give them the numbers. Don't give them the numbers. You know, because that's what like you know, Agatha had really good numbers. You know, and the numbers just got released for the end. You know, Penguin, another show that has really good numbers. So
I can't wait to see that.
that's
Series
what they
season finale.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I can't wait. I can't wait. But yeah, just you know, for something like that, just you gotta skip it. Gotta skip it. Also, Elle says support indies. Yes,
They have, once again, we talk about good writing, right? Indies have the best writing. They really do. I mean, and then they stay with their comic book. So, like, we talking about Spawn. If you want to follow Spawn, it's an indie, right? And they do it so well. Image Comics is off the chain. I'm just gonna be real. Image Comics is off the chain.
Don't Image as an indie anymore because they're
so big.
They're big enough. I mean, they're not DC Marvel big, but they're big enough.
But they have original content, and that's why I really enjoy.
Yeah. And
What
Brandon Davis, what's up? What's up? You know,
What's going
I
on,
found
man?
other ways to watch the mouse stuff.
stuff.
Exactly. I know. I do want to make something where because Brian always brings up like you know see it at the barbershop or go to the barbershop to watch it. We gotta make a T-shirt or something. You know, find a way to like incorporate that like together. But
like you know to go. You know the man to come in with you with the bag. Hey, I got this for you. I got this for you. Hey, what movie you got over there? I got that new.
Got the
this didn't even come out yet. How'd you get this? I Godzilla -1 is now on pre-order. I've had it for a year and a half. Just saying.
Oh man. Terrence is hating on the Disney Plus stuff. But the Disney Plus that platform was plagued on humanity.
You know
that is on 90% of the time in my house. I mean, it's usually one of the Pixar movies or Mickey Mouse, but for me, it's the MCU stuff. I get what you're saying, Terrence. It's probably I'm assuming you're not watching the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Come inside. There's one inside.
Yeah. Well, now he moved on to the Mickey Racers.
Oh yeah,
like the Racers now.
I know them all.
But the Disney Plus, the Marvel stuff, it's like 50-50 for me, man. As of right now, like it could be great or it could be trash. It's usually not quite in the middle. You know what I mean? Because there's a part where like Loki, blah blah blah. You know, you got Loki, WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Agatha, and you know, for me, Miss Marvel, and then it just drops.
There's a line like
there's a line where you're like, it's good, and then it just like, what are you doing? Like Secret Invasion, like what? You know, like the closest middle one would be like Hawkeye, but I think Hawkeye.
It's still Hawkeye.
Yeah,
it's like the closest middle one is
Hawkeye, but although it's still like on the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, but you know, she's saying Daredevil. I think Daredevil's gonna be pretty good.
I don't think it's gonna be pretty good. No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be unbelievable.
Yeah,
I think we're going to be in love.
Yeah, but then we get the opposite of that. We get Daredevil, where you said we're gonna be in love with it. It's gonna be so good, and then we get Wonder Man. We're like,
I'm not for it. I know Brandon's a little bit more for it, and because I think it's more talking about the idea of what they're doing. Because I mean, we all know Brandman. Brandman is a smart person, right? He likes smart content of putting things together smartly. I just hate the fucking character.
Yeah, and the character just never did too much for me personally. So when I heard that they were doing a show, I was like, I don't really, especially at this point in the MCU, it just seems really pointless. And then, I didn't know how I felt about the casting, but
Yaya is an amazing person.
He's a great actor.
He could be doing all the other things.
Yeah, I'm like, him as Wonder Man. It's just, but then the footage just kind of put me at ease a little more, just going by the approach they seem to be taking. It's still not anything that I'm like, it's not like Daredevil Born Again, where I'm going to be there front and center and I'm going to put everything else on hold until I watch the entire thing. But we'll see. The brief little snippet of footage kind of made me feel a little better about it.
Mm-hmm. No, I respect it. I understand exactly where you come from, because I mean, everything you said makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I just, the idea in the swapping and not having, I am a believer that you don't have to take away to add, right? I think you should be able to come up with a very creative way. Give me more characters instead of less characters. Don't give me a guy. That's where I agree with Chill. Don't give me a guy who's originally supposed to be a white guy that you're going to eventually go back to being that guy. Instead of giving me a character that I actually care about when I still haven't gotten any of that content. Like, we haven't seen Luke Cage is the 4th most popular black character in all comic books, period. We had that show. They went real terrible in season 3, right? And then just stopped doing it, right?
That's give me like a math question, because they say Brandon's a smart guy. That's just funny.
I was gonna put him. I want to do what's the integral of 2x minus 2 dx from 0 to 8?
Like, yes.
You got that. Come
on. So you got that. Yeah. But like, for me, like, I was watching Playing Fanatics and they were talking about it, and it was just like, Darius brought up a really good point. It's like, you put this character now that people are going to meet for the first time, and you get Yaya, who's a great actor, and now you're like, oh cool, I'm gonna go read the comic books, and then you have this person go to the comic books. It's like,
be a white guy.
Oh, it's a white guy. And then you get issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, issue 5, and it's like, hey, when does he turn into like a black guy? When is he the guy who he is on TV? You know what I mean? And that's kind of, and I'm like, I never really thought about it, but I mean, that is a thing though. You see things on TV, and you're like, oh wow, I want to read more about this character. Like, I really enjoy it, and then you go in and you're like, oh, this is completely different. I mean.
And then they didn't race swap and give you like a black Superman. They didn't race swap and give you a black Batman, right? They didn't race swap and give you one of these A characters. They want D-list character, right? And then they race swap. Yeah. And then, but you won't give you the only A-list characters we have for black people always are surrounded in drama, or you don't give them enough screen time. I don't understand it, and I don't like it. And that's why I don't want to support Wonder Man. And it's hard because I want to support Yaya because I feel like he's, worth the support. But the character doesn't. He should be anything else. Anything else. I don't even care if you cast him as Luke Cage and wanted him to be the new guy in Daredevil. I don't care if you want to cast him as Black Lightning and let him take that franchise forward. I don't care if you want to do whatever, Icon. Steel. You can go whatever you want to do. You can cast him as a different one. Why do this? And it's a D-list character. Why we just throwing the shit away?
Yeah. I'm like, why Wonder Man?
Well, yeah, like you said, I feel like it was a waste of talent. A waste of of Yaya's talent because either way, if he winds up not being the real Wonder Man, and he's an actor, and kind of what they're doing with like
What they did with the Mandarin.
The Mandarin, so it's like, so now he's not even the real dude. So you wasted him there, or he does become the actual Wonder Man, and it's just like, even if the race swap isn't a thing, he's still a shitty character. Like, it's a character that no one knows and stuff like that. And then you put it on Disney Plus, so you don't even give him the opportunity to be something bigger for the movies. It's like it's such a wasted potential. You know what I mean? Like if you wanted to do that, then go after a smaller, more unknown actor. And go with because I believe in the comic he's like mixed white and Asian. I could be wrong. Asian. Yeah. Find a young up and coming Asian actor. Like, go find somebody. You just wasted Yaya in a show. It seems silly for me.
I profess you're 100% right. It makes me mad to even say Blue Marvel, because he's like my second favorite black male character. Adam Brashear is like my second favorite black male character. Like, only other characters I like more is probably Storm, and I like Misty Knight a lot too. But like, that's like my second favorite one. Like, he's so OP. He's so amazing. He's so smart. He has everything you want to have it for a great character. But they're never gonna give that kind of character the light of a day. Just won't. No. You have a whole movie called The Marvels, and he's Blue Marvel, and they're not even going to talk about it. So whatever.
Yeah. And then again, if you want to take a more, I don't say not a character that's not the like mainstream, like somebody like I feel like Blue Marvel is somebody who has a cool power set, has a cool story, and you can easily make a franchise out of that character. But it's Marvel. He goes F Wonder Man because I don't like him from Aquaman because he looked weird. I really don't like him nor Wonder Man. Really, like yeah, because he was the other dude from Chicago with the bees.
Don't be saying that, man. He is man. If you got that, he's man.
Does it count if I show the?
As long as you don't say what the name of the movie is.
Yeah. He's a good actor, and he was good in Aquaman, especially in that second one. He might have been the only really good thing in that second one, because that second one sucked ass.
Yeah, the second one wasn't great.
Yeah,
too bad.
Yeah, was one of the better parts of that movie, like him getting super evil, possessed by the evil trident.
Yeah, he's a capable actor. Just deserves a role more worthy of his talent.
Dude, Blue Marvel would be awesome.
Blue Marvel, yeah, he would have been a great Blue Marvel.
Oh yeah. Terrence saying I don't want to see Blue Marvel because they'll ruin the character. Probably have him get beat up by a female black character to destroy him. Not cute.
Adam, you can't like he's so OP. He's so smart. He was a professor before that. I mean, he's a little bit older, a little bit wiser. He's gonna be able to bring some real awesome things. No one can lay a finger on my butterfinger. Yeah. But he'll bring some real cool things to Marvel. I mean, we can't have the great king, leader, genius, billionaire, leader of a nation, but we can have a professor who respects people, thinks of women on a nice, good level, that has this power to do things that no one in the world can do. You can have that character then, a good man who's also a good character, who's also a genius, like gives you all those things. But you're not going to give us that. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Well, because I guarantee if you do a movie and the movie's good, not even great, if you just give us a good Blue Marvel movie, comic book sales will go to skyrocket. Like
Oh my
people will go
God.
into comic book stores and be like, "Hey,
But
what's Blue Marvel? You got
you
some Blue
can't
Marvel?"
even find the Blue Marvel right now.
I know.
Like
know.
if you have all 5, so Blue Marvel, the first series was supposed to be a 6 issue thing. It only got 5 issues out. There's not 6.
Wow, really?
It said all of it's like 1 of 6, 2 of 6. It only goes to 5 of 6, and it never got the 6th issue out.
Really?
Yeah,
I know that.
yeah. So the guy from Underworld, the big black guy, the big straw, he's the
Kevin
one who
Gribbia.
wrote Kevin.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's the one who wrote it. It's his character. He wrote it for Marvel.
Oh, really?
He walked away. He left him. He says they own the character, so they could use it for anything. But he walked away from the character.
You say why?
He just didn't like the way they were doing some things, and he wanted to be a little bit more, even more, OP. Like he wanted to go very big, and they wouldn't let him play with certain characters. They always had mandates. You can't do this. You can't do this. So he didn't like that. And he was actually on Black Comic Lords. He came and did an interview. Yeah, it was a really, really good interview. Check that out if you guys can. It's on YouTube. But he came and did an interview. He talked about it. And he's like, yeah, but I would love to come back and do a Blue Marvel as long as they did it right and gave him respect. But that's not always what Marvel or Disney really wants.
Yeah. That he took one shot deal. Freaking man, never gonna hear from that character ever again after the show. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So remember, Hollywood doesn't want great black characters. They just cat for black people, but they don't care about us. They just checking off boxes. It's fake. I mean,
I want to argue that, right?
Yeah,
Can I?
Yeah. I mean, that's just their. I don't. It's their whole thing. Tried to like pleasing everybody, and you just do the bare minimum for everything, and then you fake it, and everything is just. And that's why people get so mad when they see like a gay character on screen because it's not done well. You know what I mean? That's why they get mad when they see this because none of it's done well. You just throw it on screen because you're like, oh, people, right? They want to see stuff like that, or they want to see that, or here's a black guy, and it's like, yeah, but he's not a black character. There's a difference, and just randomly making, a woman strong doesn't make sense in the story. Randomly throwing a gay character in there, it's like. If it doesn't have meaning, then what's the point? You're just pandering.
Yeah, I don't even understand why you bring up someone's sexuality if it doesn't need to be brought up.
If it's not important.
If it's not important to the story, who cares what they're? And then you can see later along in the story that they're whatever when it's time to bring it up. But don't just throw it in there just because you want to throw it in there. Put time, put money, write something that makes sense.
Put care. Put
care
into it.
Thank you.
Put care into it. And that's kind of like the problem right now with just a lot of things. It's easier just to check off a box and show like, oh, see, I did it for you, and then like I checked off that box and then move on. So
what are you guys talking about? We put characters in there. Come on, man.
Black guy from Underworld, the Werewolf is like some type of genius in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, he really is, and he's one of those unbelievable just creative guys that can do all type of wonderful things. And you checked out the interview. It was really eye-opening.
Yeah, Marvel only does black characters when it's convenient.
When it's important to get the money, then you're gonna do the black character.
Yeah. Hollywood treats everyone as a means to make money. Yeah, no care or concern placed on material. Look like look, we did it. Exactly. That's all they kind of do, and and it sucks. It sucks. As long as you put like, I think, care into the characters, and then you kind of like, oh yeah, or it makes sense and stuff. Like Agatha and Death, they had their little thing, they never came out and flat out told you why. So you kind of like infer your reasons, but it was written in a way where like you made theories, and your theories is what like you do that for things you love, for things you care about. You're like, so once you start making theories for these characters and stuff, then it's like you're invested. Now you have investment into these characters because you have theories and then that's how it's done. When it's just like, oh, that's on screen, you're like, okay, cool. Like what else you got?
I did want to ask you guys something. Did you guys see the What If season 3? The idea that Storm's going to carry Thor's hammer.
Oh,
That I did not see. I knew about Storm, well, obviously, but that I did not hear.
Yeah, she's going to be carrying Storm's hammer. I thought that was pretty cool.
That
It's a good
sounds-
idea. And then I was
sounds
looking at all my comic books, and I was like, hey, look,
Mhm.
Avengers versus
That's
X-Men. They got Storm in it.
Doesn't she in the comic books? Doesn't she do something with it or hold it or something?
I think she picks it up.
I could be wrong.
She's worthy. I feel like she was worthy. I think that's something that happened.
Yeah. I feel like it was at some point. Or is it when she loses her powers? It's man, I don't remember.
Yeah, but it's
That's
definitely
cool.
cool. Season 3 will have a Storm with the
That I mean, just having Storm in What If is interesting. You know what I mean?
Like finally have that. Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. We got Matt Film Show. What's up? It said X-Men being in What If season 3 means she's part of the MCU now? Question mark. Not technically, because What If isn't full canon to the MCU. I think they cherry pick some things from it. But it's definitely putting, I think more importantly than confirming it's in the MCU, I think it's laying like seeds down to like, hey, it's coming. We're getting X-Men. You're gonna get Storm. You're gonna get these characters that you like. Like what we were just talking about. Having meaningful, black characters. Jubilee. Hopefully they go Jubilee and not
Just
Whitewasher. And do Asian. So.
But
Yeah.
the problem I always have with Storm is they always trying to seem to want to have her not be, they make it more. She's X-Men. She's not necessarily, a black woman. Like she's X-Men. She's different. Like, I hate that you're different. That the conversation is never a good conversation. Oh no, she's different. It's not the same.
Yeah. I feel the only one that ever got out of that bubble was Wolverine. That he could be an X-Man and an Avenger and still be his own character.
Midnight Sun.
Midnight Sun. Yeah. Alpha Flight. X-Force on and off.
X-Force shit. He's in every group you can think of in Marvel Universe. He was in the New Avengers, I think, for a while. He was
he a Fantastic Four for a little bit too? Like
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably.
I think I have one of them. That is Fantastic Four.
Well, yeah. And she goes, should have stopped after season 1 of What If. Season 2 was okay.
I don't know. Season 2.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okay. And then when you come back, we'll start talking
Okay.
Conclave and stuff. So
here, I'm gonna show you this picture.
Yeah. But season 2 was definitely there. I think they were trying to find a way to like tell one story with different stories, and it didn't quite work out.
Let's see. Out.
And then Terrence said he's got to go. My friends are like, Terrence, who are these people distracting you? Sorry, man. Distracting you, man. Go get out of here, Terrence. Appreciate you coming in, man. We always do, man. Wolverine is that dude. He is that dude.
He's able to be a chameleon. He can join any group and he can fit in any group. I thought that was really cool about him. So
yeah.
But here's the Storm with the hammer.
Is the one on the right actually from the show?
That's what they're saying, that this is actually from the show.
Oh shit.
So
the one on the right looks pretty cool. I like and it looks like a What If character too. The way it's like they stylize it.
But it makes sense, right? I mean, she could control all weather. She's all this. Why not be a thunder god? Like she should be able to pick up the hammer at any point in time. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. I mean, just having her in anything Marvel related right now is like definitely leading us to it, which is good. You
But yeah, I
So.
just thought that was a cool thought. I saw that. I was like, oh man, this is awesome.
Yep. What Marvel announcements you think will they'll announce at D23 this weekend? Is D23 this weekend?
Yeah.
Is
I
it?
actually think that that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna talk about What If 3, season 3. We're gonna talk about how they're changing their overall thing, their calendar. They're gonna talk about Blade is not gone and stuff like that. I think that's what we're gonna get.
Wait, is D23 this weekend or something else? 'Cause I typed it in.
It's not called D23 this week, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be something else, right? Another.
Because isn't it like, I thought it was Brazil or something like that.
D23 Brazil.
Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Brazil. Okay.
D24 coming in. Appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you so much. Coming in with that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. D23 Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear stuff like that. I think we might even hear something more about Spider-Man, and they will talk about Blade, and they're gonna focus on Moana 2 because they want to get as much publicity for Moana 2 going forward. But things like that. I mean, Moana is going to be a huge thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all this weekend. Gee, I didn't even know. Yeah, I mean, they'll probably give us the stuff that we know is coming for sure. We'll probably get a little bit better looks at it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Fantastic Four. We'll get some better looks at Fantastic Four. Just thinking MCU wise,
Probably going to focus on the Mandalorian. That's what I'm thinking. They'll do a lot more of the parks thing like they always do. But just things like that.
Yeah.
You could go do space because you got the retro futuristic Fantastic Four, like you said. They could do something like that to go with it. I could see them doing that.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Actually, I am surprised they haven't done more with Namor yet.
Well, we've seen Marvel, a lot of stuff that they've done. If someone's in trouble and that no one's noticed, they're just not going to say anything.
Oh yeah, they're gonna shut up for a while.
They're gonna
But
hold
it's been pretty quiet.
Yeah,
it's been pretty quiet on their end. And then just thinking like, you don't have a lot of Latin kind of characters. Granted, I get why a lot of people don't like what they did with Namor. I much would have preferred a more traditional Namor, but I really did enjoy the Namor we got in Wakanda
I do
Forever.
not like Wakanda Forever. I thought what they did with him was a good story. Once again, if I'm talking about writing, I thought the idea of what they did with him was a good story.
Yeah. Even his name, man, I thought was like, because it's always Namor, and you're like, oh no, not more. It was like no love. I'm like, that's a cool little play on words. If you're gonna keep them in the Latin kind of area of everything.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we get some Frozen in there. Talk about live action Moana, maybe. I think I saw someone just say Cars 4. Something to that effect. But it's going to be promoting Moana. Moana 2, the pre-sales of Moana 2 are rivaling what's happened Inside Out 2. And Moana in 2019, I think, was it 2019 or 2020, was the most streamed movie on Disney Plus ever. Like, I think the most streamed movie.
I think it's the most streamed movie.
Period.
Not even on Disney Plus, just period. Which is crazy because the movie was already like been out for a while.
And it made good money. Like I think 624 million or something like that was Moana. But with the numbers going the way they're going, and then being on Thanksgiving weekend, I wouldn't be surprised if domestically we get somewhere around about $85 to $100 million, maybe even 120. $120 million domestically, which means worldwide we might be looking at another $250 million week because their weekend is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And it said that pre-tickets are already rivaling Inside Out 2. And we saw what Inside Out 2 did. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get something huge like that and a huge win for Disney.
Yeah.
That
I'm
just
looking at
crashed for
like
the last half an hour. So
the last I'm looking at the setup and stuff like that. You know, like I was thinking we talking about Disney Plus, the Pixar, Marvel Studios, Star Wars.
oh yeah, Lilo and
National
Stitch
Geographic.
teaser trailer. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
actually,
it's getting to be that time.
yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
that time for a trailer.
So
Yeah,
we're talking
but
about D23 in Brazil, so that makes this is the time to do it. Lilo and Stitch makes sense doing it then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially considering it's coming out the same weekend as Mission Impossible 8, and the trailer for that comes out in a week from today.
Mm. Yeah.
Finding Nemo 3, Monsters Inc. 3.
Well,
Let's see.
it'll be Monsters Inc. 2. Hopefully.
Technically, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nemo Monsters Inc. 3. I 100% believe they're going to do a Monsters Inc. because they already announced the land, the Monsters Inc. land in Disney World. Like, how do you not announce a land and a movie at the same time? Like, I feel like that should have been. And I'm really curious. I want to see a sequel because right now my son is loving the Monster Inc. stuff. So we've been watching University and the original like all the time. And I'm like, man, these are so, especially the original. It's so fun. It's so good. You know, like I want to see where it goes with them doing the laughing stuff. So, but
That'd be
instead
interesting.
we got a sequel or a prequel. Prequel wasn't bad, but
I would say Monsters University people loved, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
no, I'm not saying like it's not bad, but it's not what I wanted. But I mean, I'll
I'll
take it.
skate.
I had fun with it. Yeah. All right.
I want to answer Sheed's question though.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
I might have missed it.
So do you all agree that Storm is a background character, a second tier leader of the X-Men?
I don't think she's not a background character.
No, I don't think she's a background character at all. No, she's a lead, but then I think a lot of that kind of depends on who's handling her and who's writing her.
Mhm.
If I think Bryan Singer really helped prove this because in those absolutely she was a background character, I think.
In that one, yeah.
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 It all depends on who's handling her, what medium, and who's writing. X-Men the comics, absolutely a main character. The animated series, the OG animated series X-Men in '97, definitely a main character. X-Men Evolution, definitely. Wolverine in the X-Men, more of a side character.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
even when you go Uncanny X-Men and overall X-Men in the comics, Storm is always a lead character.
Mhm.
Storm, it really started to gather a lot of steam in the 80s.
Mhm.
And became such a, I mean, she became leader of the X-Men. Not a lot of people become leaders of the X-Men and actually see it and take it, to a different level. I always respect that. But I always say Allison Seeley Smith did a really good job with taking Storm to another level because she sounds so regal. Like really, the voice is so awesome. I think that they made her into, you have to respect that character, right?
Yeah. The voice presence is enough in itself. Well, it's voice acting, so it kind of has to be, but
but in every movie that she's been in, she's been a side character.
Yep.
Yeah. And like I said, it's more Bryan Singer, not knowing what to do, and also lying to the star. You go get Halle Berry and then you just completely lied to her and crapped on the character. So, but yeah, I wouldn't say background character. No. She's at Omega level. I mean, there's not that many Omega level. So,
No.
I mean,
No.
once
I mean,
again,
there
it's
is kind of.
another character that's not just a great X-Men, not just a superhero, but a goddess,
Mhm.
truly a princess.
Yeah.
And for a while, Queen of Wakanda. But
Yeah.
the movies
Yeah.
really did disrespect her. So, like, the character is not the problem. As you guys both eloquently stated, it's the handling of the character.
Yeah. Because I mean, that's why Wolverine was always big in the comic books for sure. It still is. But that's why he became even bigger in the movies. Like he was the main character in the first X-Men movie. You know what I mean? Even in the first
Shit, he was the main character in most of the movies.
Yeah. If he was in it, he was the main character.
Yeah.
So and I get you. Sometimes you need like a focal point kind of person to stuff, but
it was like, Jesus Christ, he's a cool character, but he's not the only cool character.
not,
That's why we love X-Men. There's tons of cool characters. It's an ensemble.
Yeah. And X-Men 97 did that perfectly. Like they gave everyone their time to shine. But if you didn't get that Storm was a complete badass from X-Men 97, especially like at the end when she got her power back and just completely didn't she like change like the atmosphere of the world just by getting her powers back or some shit like that? Then they do like a space shot and you see like all the clouds move away or something like that. But, when she got her powers,
how I was mad about it, so I can't talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, at least the good thing is they can't do that again. They can't take her powers away again. So at least in the next couple seasons, she's gonna be.
They're gonna like hold my beer, watch me do it again.
Oh, geez. Yeah. But yeah, she's not a background character, but they haven't handled her well on the big screen. So, which I hope they do. And her being if she gets her own little episode in What If, even a good chunk of What If, of an episode. I doubt she's gonna be in the whole show. That's important because I think she's gonna be like the first like X-Men, right? That we'll see like on Disney Plus, on Marvel, MCU Disney Plus. Granted, she's not canon, but if they show us Storm, we're like, oh shit, it's real now.
And that's what we're gonna get. And I think they're gonna do it around Christmas time, and it's gonna be a gift to all of us.
Wow. Yeah. But they're right. Storm is a goddess, exactly. Yeah. The Marvel Studio doesn't need to reboot Fox X-Men. Please let it go. Oh yeah. please let it go. Sing that Frozen song. Oh, speaking of Frozen song, I didn't know. Erica wound up telling me the Agatha Down the Road song, because like how much it plays into that last few episodes. And it was on the Billboard Top 100 too, which is so stupid. Like it got really popular. It was written by the people who wrote Let It Go. It was written by the people who did Frozen songs.
Had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know any either. So I'm like, makes sense though. It was kind of catchy, but it was just like I was telling Erica, I was like, how do we get two witchy shows, right? One Acolyte, one Agatha, right? One, you don't know who the father is for either of them, and how one is like, it doesn't really matter because it's just her and her son and the love for each other they have, and the other one you're just like, oh, like I don't care, and then you're just like, oh, they both have songs. One's really catchy and cool, and the other one, like, you want to stab your ears. It's like, like how can they do two witchy shows and then be completely opposite of each other?
Hey,
I guess
go ahead. Sorry.
I guess the same way we got one awesome Batman property and one awful Batman property, in like the same month.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same way you can have T'Challa lose his father and be fatherless, and then have his son lose his father and be fatherless. That's just what we do. This is what we do here, guys. Yeah, I'm mad.
No,
I'm mad. I'm better. I'm better. Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't know that. I didn't know that though, because like Erica loves the show, so she started like digging into all the Easter eggs and stuff. So, do y'all think the same voice actress will voice Storm?
I do.
If you don't do Allison Seeley Smith, you're wrong.
Yeah,
you're wrong.
Yeah, I think it's her or bust.
She is the voice. Yeah.
It's like, you want Halle Berry back?
Yeah. Oh man.
Or you can do what they do in Spider-Man and His Friends. Catherine Garver. They have a white lady voice Storm.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I was like, really, guys? This is what we're doing?
Oops.
Yeah, right. Our last one, then we'll start our reviews and stuff. Matt Film said a World War Hulk movie is rumored for a while, now announced at D23, and will as the MCU X-Men movie ?
Yeah, as well as the X-Men.
World War Hulk. I know they've been talking about it. I know they'll be talking about it.
I don't know if I want it.
It's the same. I'd rather have them just reboot the character.
Yeah, at this point in time, I kind of feel like the ship has sailed.
Well, they're not. Mark Ruffalo has 3 more movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the next 2 Avengers
And World War Hulk.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Wow. Saying no World War Hulk. It's such a good story, though, man. But they already did it. They already did it with Thor. Like, I don't know what else you can do.
They're going to use Scar.
Oh,
They'll use Scar and they'll kill the character off and all that other stuff.
yeah. Yeah. His son is a bastard. Dragon voices. Yeah. Yeah. In the cartoon or in the comic book, he's so cool. Scar is such a badass. That movie with the bowl cut. Yeah.
What the hell was with that haircut?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just give him long hair like in the comics? Why'd you have to give him that?
Why couldn't you have him be a badass? You could just like he comes around with the stupid haircut. Like, who's that loser? Like, that's not Scar.
Yeah, looking all shy.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I do agree, kind of move forward. Like, I'd rather have them save that storyline for later on after they do their little reboot.
They're not. Mark Ruffalo has 1 more movie, and unfortunately,
I'm trying to think, can he pop up anywhere else?
That's what the rumor is, that he's going to be in 1 more movie.
Because if he's got a 3-movie deal, definitely the next 2 Avenger movies for sure. And then if he could pop up somewhere else, I'm cool with it. Stephen A. Scar.
Stephen A. Scar with the hairline that starts back here.
I didn't even think about that. That's funny. Man, I'm excited for Ironheart and Wonder Man. Okay.
Hey, if you like it, I love it. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know it is. It's okay.
Well. Oh my God, Star-Lord. He'll pop up.
Star-Lord T'Challa.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that was a cool character. All right. You want to do a quick Conclave?
Hey, whatever we do.
Then we'll jump into Penguin. Wait, did you watch Conclave, Brandon?
I did not get around to watching Conclave.
Okay.
But if you guys want to talk about it, I can hop off while you guys do it and then jump back on, whatever you want to do.
You have to hop off because I don't want him to ruin them. I don't want to ruin the movie for him.
Kind of did in the pre-show.
No, it's cool. You want me to hop off? You guys can talk.
Yeah, we'll probably be quick because I don't want to spend too much time on a movie.
We ain't got much time. So literally give us like less than 15 minutes and make sure you're back.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right.
I'll be back, guys.
All right, cool.
All right, everybody.
We should bring it down. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's jump into this movie review real quick. Let me know. Let me pull up the cast real quick. That's a cast. They got a bunch of people for this one. You got the synopsis?
Yep. I was ready already.
Okay.
Don't listen, Brandon. Whatever you do, don't listen.
Oh no, he left. I gotta text him when we come back. All right. Where we at? Yeah. So anybody watching, if you haven't watched it, we are going to talk about spoilers. But if this is a movie that you never planned on watching, and you don't care, then check us out. But yeah, this was something good, real good. All right, let's get into it real good. And then we're gonna get into Penguin and some trailers. All right,
that'll be fun.
Yeah. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna talk about and review the new thriller drama of the Catholic Church, Conclave. I never thought I would have said the drama in the Catholic Church.
Thriller drama. Oh, there's more drama in the Catholic Church. Come on.
Yeah, true. They even bring that up in this movie. So yeah. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Conclave. Just came out a few weeks ago. A movie that we both were like, I don't want to watch this. Nope. We wind up watching it for the show, and then we'll definitely give you guys our thoughts. So it's gonna be a spoiler, but we are definitely gonna talk spoilers with it. So if you haven't watched it yet, hit pause on this video, go check it out, come back and join the discussion. But before we get into all of our thoughts, Brian, you got a quick rundown of what this one is about?
Sure. Cardinal Lawrence is tasked with one of the world's most secretive and ancient events, participating in a selection of the new pope. Surrounded by powerful religious leaders in the halls of the Vatican, he soon uncovers a trail of deep secrets that could shake the very foundation of the Roman Catholic Church. Yeah. So that's what happened.
pretty much. So like, we'll just get right into our likes. Well, what you like about this one, man?
Okay, so once I got past the first 35 minutes, everything else was amazing. The acting was amazing. The story, the writing was amazing. It was very honest. You can see they talked about so many different things. First they talk about having the first Black,
possibly
overall pope. He was there. He was 5 votes away from being the first Black priest. I mean pope. It was amazing, right? Then we get all this other stuff with people trying to use the Roman Catholic Church to uncover other stuff and to use it as a power play. And even then they talk about how the church has become more about the power of the position and less about honoring God. So that's a tough situation to talk about, right? People don't like that. People don't want to talk about those things. But they did it so well, and I feel like they still did it with respect and understanding how men could be a problem, but not necessarily, it's not the church or God or anything like that. It's the men that are doing it. Man, and I keep on saying men because that was a main thing. They still don't let allow the nuns speak. You weren't supposed to do a lot of things. The way they treated people was like second-class citizens. That was a huge narrative. And then of course the ending, the reveal at the end. I mean, can you get a better love than what they did at the end? Because that was amazing.
Yeah. Because we had Sister Agnes was Isabella Rossellini. She was like the main sister of it, that got the most talking points. She was good in it. Even there's the part where like she kind of speaks up, and she even says, she goes, I know we're not supposed to speak up, but I'm gonna tell you what I know. And then after she was done, she kind of like, she literally threw somebody under the bus, and then she like, thank you. And it was good. That was like funny because like she understood like her role in everything. Like I'm a sister. I'm not supposed to talk and blah blah blah. But also she knew the information she had was important. So yeah, so it's kind of, what do you do? Like, I have this very important information that these people need to know, but yet my role is not to be there. But she kind of broke ranks and said what needed to be said. So yeah.
What about your likes though?
Oh, dude, like Ralph Fiennes was amazing in this. His character was super great in this one too, because the whole time as everyone's scheming and being political. Legit, they're being political on getting their people. You know, like, oh well, I have my party over here, and I have the people that are going to vote for me, and I have the people over here that are going to vote for me. You know, and stuff like that. And then him being, for me, him being the only one with like a conscience, you know, where like, no, these are the rules. This is why we're here. Like, you know, there's even one part where like all this information, that stuff that's happening outside, you know, he goes, no, we're like, I forgot what it was, but we're like secluded in here, sequestered. Yeah. You know, so it was like, no, they can't know this, you know, but him being in charge of the conclave, like he had to know stuff, but he never let anybody out. And he seemed like the only stand-up person in this room of like people that are just backstabbing each other. And then
that are priests. These are cardinals running the church.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And then you get Cardinal Benitez, which was the Mexican cardinal that's in Cabal. I forgot where at. But I think it was like
it's in Cabal. So like what was in was it Rwanda or was in an African nation during their thing.
I think
right? Congo in the Congo during their civil war in all these places, and then Iraq, Iran, and then Cabal is where they are. I was like, wow, who does that? And then no one knew that he was a cardinal.
Yeah, it was like done in secret, because I mean, obviously it's like, you're gonna have this, you know, Mexican archbishop at the time or whatever, you know, that's gonna
in a fully Muslim area.
Like, that's just asking for trouble, right? And then that's even something that the movie I thought done well was there's a lot of racism going on, man. There's a lot of racism going on in this, you know. It's like there's certain people that didn't want the one black cardinal to be cardinal, you know. Then they said very messed up stuff.
We can't have him. Come on, he's black. You know, we can't be having him run the church.
The stuff they said about Muslims, you know, was like really messed up. You know, like there was a lot of racism going on in here. A lot of sexism.
Cardinal Tedesco was a problem. Yeah. So apparently, the Pope beforehand was very progressive. Wanted to accept more people, wanted to accept more cultures, wanted to be forward thinking. All right. Mm-hmm. And Cardinal Tedesco wanted to kind of go back to the old ways. You know, make sure you need to be Roman Catholic. You need to speak Latin. This is what you need to do. Those are the guys we need. There should be an Italian person being Pope this time. We need to go the good old days. We want to make the church, the Pope, great again. That's what he was.
Pretty much.
That's really what he said. I was like, okay.
Pretty much, man. You know, and he even said something, you know, to Ralph Fiennes' character, which is Cardinal Lawrence, and he kind of like he's like put his hand off. He goes, "I'm out of here," you know, kind of thing, and you know, it was good. Yeah, it says a Catholic who has been there for the last two popes. Who has been there? Yeah, for the last two popes. Like you, I really don't know the dealings with it. So like, I'm sure this was obviously dramatized for the movie and stuff. But from what I understand, the motions of it all is how it really happens. You know, so it was pretty.
The voting of the cardinals to try to determine who's going to be the Pope. Yeah.
But you know, I thought the acting was good. The cinematography was good. The writing was good. The big finale was good.
The finale was fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
I literally stood up in the finale. I screamed it. I'm not. This is what happened. This is going on. My wife's like, "Shut up and sit down." And then like 3 minutes later, when it happened, I was like, "I told you." And she was like, "Shut up."
Like,
sit your butt down.
Any dislikes?
The beginning was really hard to stay. I mean, I told him 35 minutes. I was almost asleep. I was like, like a couple times, like, oh my goodness, this is hard. It was boring, and it was just going through the motions, and it was basically showing this is what we have to do. This is the stuff that we go through, you know. And you saw like Tremblay, you knew something was wrong with him, right? You knew he was doing something, and you knew there's something
shady right off the bat.
Shady with the whole idea that with the Pope that died. I thought he might have even killed him, so I knew I was looking for that. So that wasn't going to be a twist or turn, but they set it up and then it's almost like going up on a roller coaster, up a hill, and that uphill is going a long time. After 35 minutes, you look at your watch like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
But when it hits to the top, watch out.
Yeah, you actually start the ride. You actually start the movie, you know. But yeah, it's just the same issue I had too, man. That first half of the movie was kind of because it's a little under 2 hours. That first like 45-ish minutes for me was just kind of like, but like you said, that first 30 minutes, you're like, oh my god, like okay, and then something started happening, and then there's legit a part in the movie where like it all just changes and it just becomes like a different kind of movie. Like everything starts to hit the fan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and then you're kind of like, oh what, and then by the end you're just like mind blown. Yeah. So, but besides that, a little bit too long. This should have been more around an hour 30 than 2 hours. And I think
I can even do an hour 40 because you could have told all the things that are going on, did it in 20-25 minutes, and we could have gotten to the movie much faster.
Yeah, because I would say the first scene when they find out the Pope is dead, that was good because you get all the emotions and you kind of get the feeling of everything, and then it gets into a really kind of like slow part after that, and then the stuff happens, you know, that. So, but yeah, more or less the first half was just a little too much for me.
It was like setting up a chessboard one piece at a time and telling a story about each piece. By the time you got to the 10th pawn, you didn't care anymore, right?
Kind of. Yeah.
And then it made up for it. It really did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I don't know what you're talking about. But this is the one I want to click on. So, yeah, to use the next closest person to God is the Pope, so it's not taken lightly. And they even talk about
Conclave.
that in this one.
Yeah. A conclave. I didn't. I'm not Catholic, so I didn't know. Like my wife asked me, "Do I know what a conclave is?" Like what? And, I'm assuming this is when they pick the Pope. That just only makes sense. But I didn't understand all the rules. I didn't know how you had to be sequestered. I didn't know outside distractions that you had to continue to vote on over and over and over again. And eventually, someone drops out to you. Finally, find the person that's going to be it. But I didn't know the rules. You can't offer to pay somebody. You can't offer to do a lot of different things. There's a lot of information that I did not know, but I understood the basis of it. And it's a very interesting idea.
Yeah. I mean, the last time with not the last time, because the last time with the Pope, he stepped down. He didn't die, but the one before, I'm bad with the names. When he had died and they had to find somebody, and I remember the
smoke.
The smoke. Remember the smoke, and I remember them coming out, and not them, but like other people in the church, like they need to do it quick because the longer they drag, the weaker they seem as a whole. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's the church,
yeah, and they bring that up in the movie. They bring up stuff like that a lot in the movie. But Stanley Tucci was really good. He was. Because all of these guys want to be the Pope, and it's kind of like, but then that's when you start getting the sin of man, and all these men have desires, like a desire to become Pope, and they all start getting shot down one by one because of things they've done in the past, yeah, and even the Cardinal, how do you pronounce his name? Edamame? The one from Africa.
Adeyemi.
Adeyemi.
Yeah,
something like that. His thing he did was like, even for me, it was like, oh damn,
I was like, yeah, you're right, man. You're never gonna be Pope, bro. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. It was just little things like that are so good, so good. We take. I mean, the whole world kind of does. I mean, really. I mean, it becomes global news.
Yeah. I mean. People want to go to the Vatican,
even if you're not Catholic.
Country. They still want to see the Vatican and understand, what's going on. And I thought that was it's good to understand what it is. No matter what you are, you want to know who the leader of the Catholic Church is. It's news to everybody. Yeah. Vatican is a huge place. Yeah,
it's very important to a lot of people. But yeah. yeah, not too many dislikes. Besides the slow. That's about it. And that's what I've been hearing from other people too. Just a little bit of a slow burn at times.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, when it lit that fuse, when that fuse finally got hit, that was it.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. And I would have never, before we get to that, there's a few times when a few of them like start to cry, like break down and cry, and you felt it, man. You felt it. Like Cardinal Edidime, when he was told like you will never be Pope. And it's not like he said it in a mean way. He just told him the truth. He goes, with what happened with you, you will never be Pope. Like it just won't ever happen. And then once he realized, then he broke down, he sad and cried. Ralph Fiennes' character, Lawrence, he cried once he found out the truth and stuff. It was like, damn, man, and like because it means so much to these guys, you know what I mean? So
it was interesting that Thomas Lawrence, whatever, Cardinal Lawrence, which is Ralph Fiennes, got to a point where everyone kept asking, people kept voting for him. He's like, I'm not the one. I have a crisis of faith. I'm having problems with my faith. I can't be the leader of the free world. Like, I can't be the leader of of the Roman Catholic Church because I have problems with my own faith. Okay, so, but at the end, he realized, he felt like Cardinal Tremblay wasn't good, Tedesco wasn't good, and it was terrible. Bellini wasn't going to ever win. Adeyemi was already a problem. So he looked at himself. He's like, maybe I'm the only choice. And right when he's about to put his name in the hat, that's when this bomb goes off. Whatever.
Yeah.
And that's where you get to that last of that part, and it's woo.
Yeah.
The ending of this movie.
Yeah,
it's one of the best.
So before we get into our ratings, real quick, what do you think of the ending? And the ending is where this movie puts it at, man. The ending is what makes this movie great. What makes it great? I don't want to full out spoil it for people in chat. But like you said, there's that bomb that happens outside, and then they find out that it was possibly a Muslim like suicide bomber kind of thing going on. But then Cardinal Benitez puts out a great speech, and then things
Cardinal
change.
Tedesco said something that was
very
controversial and very anti them. Go us. Let's go kill all these other people. We didn't get out there. This is a holy war, and I'm about to be the leader of this war.
Yeah,
let's go.
Like, you legit get a hate speech followed by a beautiful speech of being man and being sinful, but also we have to go forward and we have to like be better for the church and stuff like that. I was like, man, that was good. That was really good. That was a really good speech. I give him that.
Benitez did that. I was like, yeah,
you got it in the bag. But yeah,
and that's why I started thinking, and that's right then. Well, after the speech, I was like, why are they doing this? And why did they mention this sickness? And that's why I was thinking, okay, something has to be more. And all of a sudden, it just clicked for me. And I got up and I screamed it. Oh my God. And I just, what actually happened. And I was like, oh man.
Yeah. It's definitely going. It's definitely a great ending. Yeah. But yeah. That's where it's at.
Just can't say without telling you what it is, and
without ruining the movie. Yeah. But it is a great ending.
Watch it.
Yeah. With that all down, we'll finish off with a now, later, never. Now means you gotta watch it right now. Later means you wait till it's at home, and never means just skip it altogether. What do you give in Conclave?
I'm gonna give it a now, but you know how you miss all the previews, and you come to the movie 15 minutes later, and you gotta figure out what the hell's going on. Do that.
Yeah.
Come in 15 minutes late, not know what's going on. You'll figure it out. They'll kind of explain what happened, and you will really enjoy the rest of the movie. So just come in 15 minutes late after the movie started. 15 minutes into the movie, walk it down, and you will enjoy the movie, and the twists and turns that they give you are A+. Great writing. Good job, guys. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Good job, Edward Berger. Good job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, great writing, great cinematography. I thought the cinematography was great with the way they shot things at times. So I'm giving it a now. Everything, acting was on point, writing was on point, the all the dialogue was on point. It looked gorgeous. Had just a great ending as well. Definitely a now. Definitely, for me, a movie that I didn't even want to bother with because I'm like, I really don't care. It just seemed like kind of boring. I felt like it was going to be pretentious, and then it wound up being an amazing movie that I did not expect it to get. With a bunch of great actors in it doing great things, and this is going to win a bunch of awards. It's going to win a bunch of awards for sure. So
it deserves it. The stuff that we saw was amazing. Where do you think the budget was for this movie?
Oh, it's got to be pretty low, like less than 50. I'll say like 50, right?
20.
Oh, that makes sense though. I mean, all of it was set in one place. They never left really the building. Yep. They were in a handful of rooms, which always sets up a good when a bunch of people are locked in like a room together, you're always going to get like a good, interesting story, and granted, it wasn't just one room there, but it was the building they were kind of stuck in,
it was you only need one building. That's all it was.
Yeah. So yeah, it was only a handful of backgrounds in this one. So yeah, 20 million is that's crazy with all those actors in it.
They probably all read the script and said, "Whoa!" They probably really went, "What? I gotta get this."
yeah, but yeah, that's really interesting. And then over on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave it a 92 and the audience an 85. So both are really, really liking it. And I can see the critics liking this more because of the artsiness of it at times. You can definitely look at it and see like it was shot with love, and then obviously the story being good, everyone's gonna like it. So yeah,
I 100% agree with it. If I was giving it a percentage, I'll be around 89, 90, and I will go even higher if I didn't have to watch the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, if they can shorten up the first half, kind of sum it up a little bit, I think that'd be a little bit better. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts?
Go see it, guys. I mean, don't just take our word for it. I would love for you guys to go see this. This was a surprise. Tank said he never want to see it. Even today, when I was going to see it, I still didn't want to go see it. I was like, man, watch this stupid movie. It's gonna take forever to try to watch this movie. And I saw it, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah, really, I do, because I want to watch things I might have missed.
I want to watch it with someone who doesn't know what they're doing, just watch their expressions.
Yeah. Because if you like drama, just drama and like kind of backstabbing and stuff, like in any movie, you'll definitely like this. It just has the background of the Catholic Church and the process of finding the new Pope. So yeah, but it was very well done. Definitely go see it. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us on the replay. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know what you guys think about Conclave. And if you are watching live, stick around because we're going to get into some of your comments. All right. So sorry guys, I know some of you guys were coming in. Kyle, Derpy. Just want to get through the review real quick. But I know Brandon Davis said he really wanted to see it. He goes, "I Catholic, I know these types of movies." This was different though, man. This was a little bit different because I've seen other movies that are have a religious setting. The drama in this one is definitely different. I think you'll like it if you're saying you're Catholic and it sounds like you know a lot about this kind of stuff, so I think you'll like it for sure.
Man. It
But
was
it's
good.
all dialogue. All dialogue. It's all dialogue driven. You're not gonna get any action. You're not gonna get any fights or anything crazy. You know. But
It's a couple times I think they should have fought.
I know that's what I thought too. I'm like, oh, you're gonna get somebody punching somebody, but at the end of the day, I guess they were all still men of God. So, yeah. But it was good. What's up, Kyle? Said, hey, Tank. What's up, Kyle? And Derby coming in here talking about the Chiefs. That's it, man. The Chiefs are never gonna lose. So they keep paying off.
No, they're just better than everybody else. So all they do is win
with refs.
They don't have to pay them off. They're just better because you don't know how to lose to win. It's terrible. We all suck. They're good. It's just their world. We're living in it.
I know, right? So, and then Ace said same for me as well. I just will not say it. Yeah, with the ending. Talking about the ending.
You don't want to ruin it. You need to see it. You need to understand how great it is. So watch it for yourself. You don't need to hear me talking about it.
So there's a Pope movie called Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No, the Pope movie with Obi-Wan in it with
with Obi-Wan. Oh,
and that's Angels and Demons.
Angels and Demons.
I put it in there. I already put it in there.
Did you? Okay. Yeah, that was a good one.
Nothing like the book, but it was pretty good.
The book was amazing.
Oh, it's my favorite of the Langdon books easily. I like it even more than the Da Vinci Code, if I'm being honest.
I think the adaptation wasn't that good. So
no, it was. Those movies are fine for what they were, but kind of reading up on when they were doing the Da Vinci Code. Tom Hanks was fine as Robert Langdon, but I'm almost inclined to say I would have cast someone else.
Problem with Tom Hanks is he's Tom Hanks.
He's Tom Hanks, yeah. I love the dude. I love Tom Hanks. I absolutely love him. But I probably would have cast someone else.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like Jim Caviezel or like Hugh Jackman or something, who was also considered to play the role.
Really?
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, Jackman would have worked, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When you say Caviezel, I was like, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
Caviezel, what's going on in the world? I would not watch the Caviezel was the guy.
Really?
I wouldn't have watched it. Yeah, I wouldn't have watched it. And it has nothing to do with him. It's the hate that everything else comes with him. It has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
But I would watch it with Matt Damon.
Not sure if I could see him as Langdon. I'd have to see it. I'm not sure.
Matt Damon 20 years ago. So
Saving Private Ryan, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, exactly. I was thinking right after
Ewan McGregor's his name. Yeah. I thought you said like the movie's called Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was like, wait, what? No, it makes sense. But Derby said currently what's going on in the world and stuff like that. This had a lot of the similar vibes, of stuff going on, at least in America's world right now. Well, some.
Yeah.
Had a lot of that for sure. But yeah. Brandon said, I know I'm gonna love it. I think you will for sure.
It's good. I mean, it's worth it. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and lie.
Verbal sparring. That's the best way to put it, and that's exactly what it was. Because there was a lot of like backhanded threatening kind of stuff. Or like, and he's like, "Hey, I know what you did. You need to back out." And he's like, "Oh, it would be bad if somebody found out something bad you did." and he looked at him like. And then you can see his gears like going like, wait, what happened? Did I do anything bad? And then one of my favorite scenes was
I thought he looked at he said he didn't care. He was like, all right,
like
tell them.
I got nothing. Yeah. And he goes, I'm gonna pretend this conversation didn't happen. And he's walking away, and then Ralph finds you goes, but it did happen. Like, I know it sounds silly as me saying it, but it
was really good when he said that. It was so hilarious.
It's so good. He's like, you can't pretend this didn't happen.
I would pretend that this never happened.
Yeah.
He sat there for a second. He was like, The fuck's he talking about? It did happen.
But it did. And it was like really like it sounds funny like in describing it, but in the moment you're like, yeah, it's not something you can just forget about. You know what I mean? So yeah. So definitely go check it out. I think it is worth a theater watch for sure.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right, let's talk about Penguin. Let me hide that comment. Because wait, so is it true LeBron and it's set on the same team? I don't watch sports. Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Bronny and LeBron are both Lakers, which is kind of cool.
I would do it. People are upset about nepotism. I would do it in a second.
I mean, you still got to be good enough to make it to an NBA team. You know what I mean?
I don't know if he's that good, but whatever.
Yeah, but also I'm like, but I'm sure he's. I mean, compared to pros, he's not the greatest. But he's better than average. Probably better than most.
Yeah,
average
I think
college
he's
players.
probably no.
Yeah,
I don't think he's even average.
really.
Yeah.
He's not that good though. Yeah, but you got to figure it's like the dude has unlimited money when it comes to basketball. You know, I'm sure he got like trained by the best trainers and.
I think it's probably just him, his dad, and then a couple other guys that his dad knows. I think Bronny tries hard. The problem is he wasn't 6'10".
Yeah,
6'2".
Yeah.
In the end of the day, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve's documentary is on digital today.
Ooh, I might watch that. I heard it's good. And he always had an interesting story. I liked him as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the movie, but the movie where he goes back in time at a
Somewhere
hotel.
in time.
Is it Somewhere in Time?
Mm-hmm.
I really like that one. I really like that one. And then like he gets knocked out of it because like he finds like a penny or some shit that's like from a different. It's dated at a different time or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He gets knocked out of that time stream.
Yeah, but Christopher Reeves. But I do want to watch that one for sure. All right. I didn't ask for stats.
Well, yeah, he averages 1 point. No,
Yeah.
you're talking about he's short and doesn't play.
Yeah, whenever you see, it's always him practicing on the court with his dad. Those are the highlights that I've seen of him. All right, let's talk Penguin. Let's get it. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. I am Tank Kramer, and we're Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to discuss the Penguin episode 7 called Top Hat. The penultimate episode, so second to last. What'd you think about this one, Brandman? We'll start off right off the bat.
First and foremost, the first 10 minutes of it, holy crap, that was some cold-blooded shit.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus. I know I've talked about the world building on this over and over again, but just the character building, how they're just making the character of Oz, it's interesting how you're on his side. Well, not you're on his side, but you can kind of you're very invested in him, despite the fact that he does very, very awful things. And you know that this is not a good dude. This is a bad dude. But he's very multifaceted, especially when it comes to his love for his mother, how he's kind of his ambitions, that sort of thing. I feel so weirdly invested in a character that I know is an awful dude, which I like. You know, it makes it a more vast, more rich universe. You know, it's setting itself up for something that I hope they really, really nail with the final episode next week. You know, I know this is a cliche word, but it really did kind of have me riveted, especially the last couple minutes. I'm like, holy crap, what the hell is happening next? Why do I have to wait another week to see what happens next? Why? Like just they're just making all the right moves with the characters, you know, just kind of the tension, you know. I was sitting here like this the entire time. You know, my phone was in the other room. But yeah, it's just it's incredible. You know, I was intrigued when I heard about this show, but now I'm just like, holy crap. You know, that goes from everything from the acting, from, you know, like the cinematography, the way that it's shot, the use of sound. Like I love that little thing, like when Oz like exits the explosion site and he kind of goes like that to his ear, and then the sound kind of reverts back to normal. It was muffled at first, like just everything, you know.
It's ringing, and you're seeing it here from his point of view. That was really smart to do.
Yeah, you know, it really has me interested not only in how things are going to end and where they're going to go with the Batman Part 2, but Matt Reeves is saying he might do the same thing for other characters and other villains. I think I like the ambition behind it, and I like I really love the world and character building of it.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Brian? What you think about the episode?
Dude, Oz I don't think he's done anything positive in the entire effing show. Nothing good. And we're sitting here talking about him like we're caring about him. And I don't think he's done anything good. Like the best thing he's done is not kill Vic and made him into like a higher level criminal and teaching him how to kill someone. That's like the best thing he's done the entire show. Everything else has been awful. He's an awful human being. The thing we saw with him and his brothers, the worst thing I've ever seen. And you did that at 10 or 12?
Jesus.
You are a sociopath on the highest level of sociopathness. I've never seen anyone that awful of a person.
Like, that was ruthless.
It was hard to watch, man. It was gut wrenching the whole time. I'm like,
and you just gonna let them you see the water rising, and you just gonna let them stay there? Like, you worse than Thanos, bro. You worse than Thanos. Like that's where the Penguin is now. Oz is awful. And then, you know, as we go further into it, I thought that, you know, his mother, you understand why her mind is falling apart, is tearing apart, but she is a badass, really. I mean, she's always strong. Even with her, you know, someone with dementia, you know, they're in it for 1 second and they're out of it the next, right? And I think and they did a great job showing that in the show. Like, the things that we're seeing are really, really good things. Like, they really are excellent, realistic things. And I thought that they are really highlighting all those things every episode. And I just, Christina Milioti is or Giganti, whatever.
Milioti, yeah.
Sophia Giganti right now. But Milioti, she's doing such a great job as an actress. Like, in this episode, when she went and saw her little niece, and she saw that she was cutting herself, and she saw herself in her, instead of lying to her, she's decided to tell her the truth. And in her own warped way, she kind of she saved her. And she told her that, and she gave her what she thought she really needed. Well, I hope that little girl could come out and kill her one day. But like, she's so much of a better person, and she's more of a victim. Even though she does some real terrible shit, she's more of a victim that became a sociopath. Oz is a sociopath through and through.
And from the start.
Yeah, just from the womb, it seems like, right? I mean, but when Clancy Brown had that heart attack.
Oh,
Oh my god, I've never felt sorry for a character in a gangster show.
Mhm.
I was like, come back, no, you
Yeah.
just got him. Come on. So like,
even the
I-
way they
I-
handled that with Oz, I thought was interesting. You know, because I'm like, oh, that's kind
he
of
was mad. He was mad that he died. Like, no, we're supposed to fight this out, and I'm supposed to win.
yeah.
Like, dude, first off, Clancy Brown's a big dude.
Yeah.
He'll F you up.
Yeah.
But it's just it was so well done. I enjoyed this episode so much. As a penultimate episode, I gotta give you a thumbs up, man. That was good.
Yeah, worse than Thanos. Yeah, I really. I mean, Thanos killed family members too, but yeah,
He was
we
sad
didn't get to
at
see it
doing
though.
it.
Yeah.
he was sad to do it.
Yeah, yeah, you know. Well,
Dude,
even, like,
he
going back
watched
to
the rain, and he saw like the water right.
He kept
and
looking back.
and
That was
you know,
my thing.
he kept even more comfortable when he was like, he looked back, he was like, oh yeah, that's messed up. And he got more comfortable with his mom. Like, oh yeah, I don't have to share her knowing you guys no more. That's
Because like part of me was like, I wonder if he tells her what happens. But then they cut to the club scene, and I was like, oh, she don't know. She don't know. So that means he kept that a secret, which is
and that's
wild.
that's going to be used in the next episode at 100%.
Mhm.
The doctor, everyone, what was his name? Theo Rossi, the actor.
Theo Rossi, yeah.
Yeah. No, everyone's saying that he didn't exist. No, he exists, and he's going to up Oz.
Yeah.
His mom is going to know everything that Oz did by the time he gets back to her, and that's going to really blow him. Woo!
Yeah. That's gonna it's gonna be, man. Well, for me, like going back to the Clancy Brown fight thing, when he had the heart attack, and I kind of like rolled my eyes. I'm like, really, you know. But then the way they played with it, where like you said, like Penguin got mad, but I also felt like it was also Penguin trying to justify. He goes, "No, I beat you, and he kept saying it over and over again. So it was almost like almost what happened with his brothers. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, they deserved it. You know, they were mean. You know,
Yeah.
So it was like
justifying everything. You know.
Yeah. He goes, no, I
own-
beat you. So I got to convince myself that I beat you because that's the lie I need to believe. That what needs to be real, kind of thing, you know. And that's what like sociopaths do. Like, well, I don't know if that's exactly what they do, but close enough, you know, where you know they kind of create their own reality, you know, with whatever happens, kind of thing, you know. So, you know, and he was just like, no, you know, takes the ring, shoots him a bunch of times. You know, and he's like, I beat you, you know, and it was just like, damn, you know, like he's that crazy in the head. But yeah, like you said, the beginning of this episode, the you know, the kid who played young Oz, on point. That kid was great. I don't know how this show keeps finding great actors. Yeah, he was amazing. Had the walk.
Weirdly, he kind of maybe it was just me, just kind of certain angles. Maybe it was I don't know. He kind of resembled the prosthetics that Colin Farrell wears. Does that make sense?
A little.
Was that just me? A little bit.
Yeah, because he's got like a little bit chunkier, you know,
chunky kid. Italian kid.
yeah, and give him that super over the top, like Italian,
that wise guy accent, all right?
Yeah, you know, and I'm like, once he started counting, I laughed because I'm like, he's gonna say tree, he's gonna say heel, and that's exactly what he goes, 1, 2, 3. I just started laughing because it's like it's such a goofy thing that you always hear people do when they want to do that super fake Italian accent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that kid was really good though. He was really good. But yeah, this episode was crazy from beginning to end. It was. I didn't know what was gonna happen next. I didn't know what Sophia was gonna do. You know, and then when you think she's gonna do something, she legit just changes it up and then goes a different route, and it's just, you know, Vic. He said, "Go build me an army." You know,
Vic's coming with an army. He's gonna get
Vic is
all
coming
the
with
rest
an
of us.
army.
He's
Yeah.
coming. I wanted to bring this up later about Vic, but yeah, I'll come back to that. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any negatives, Brandman? Anything you didn't like?
That I have to wait another week.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Brian?
No, this is probably my
or-
favorite thing on TV right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm loving From, so I can't say that. So
Yeah. Any negatives, Brian, with this episode?
I thought Gigante, like she kind of just Christine, just a little bit too much emotion,
Mhm.
and I thought that it could have did a little bit. I would have liked it to not have so much emotion because it made me more emotional. It had nothing to do with the show. I think it was great acting. It made me more emotional thinking about how she's looking at her that way, in the certain way she was doing it, and I love the fact that she realized that she was kind of playing right into the hand that her father wanted her to be. Remember, because at the beginning we saw where her father wanted her to run the whole family, right? And now she's basically doing it the way he wanted her to do it, and she broke away from those norms. And I can't wait to see what she does in this next episode. But psychological warfare is not fair, and I think we're gonna get a lot of psychological warfare. And as you said, don't like negative. I just can't imagine a little boy being that's so much of a sociopath that his brother's going down that ladder was too much of this disrespect for him.
Yeah,
and he would react that
and
way.
It got him angry enough to murdering his brothers.
Like literally, they didn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
And they even said, sorry, I forgot. We should go back. I apologize.
Yeah. I mean, but also like the very first episode where he kills, the brother. Like he has a quick temper when you get him too angry. Like he's very quick, to the point where he will kill you, like you made fun of him a little too much for whatever reason and now you're dead.
But
he did that at least twice.
That's what sociopath is. Lacks empathy, has doesn't understand what norms are, doesn't understand, have remorse, just does stuff.
Just does stuff for themselves.
That's what sociopath is, and that's what he just does stuff no matter what. He doesn't think about any consequences, and I think this episode helped us see him as the negative person that he really is.
Yeah, like you are definitely not a good guy. Like you were never a good guy, but now you're. Yeah,
I did have one negative when Oz was climbing back up the ladder after the bomb went off. I could see all Colin Farrell.
Oh, really?
I no longer could see the pig. I only saw Colin Farrell.
Really?
I'm
gonna go back and look at that.
When he's climbing up the ladder, it was all Colin Farrell, 100%.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, I gotta go back and check out that part again. So I really only have one possible negative. I think things in the show are happening too big for Batman to ignore now. There is a literal hole in the city from a bomb. You're telling me Batman's not going to look into that? He's not going to be like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
Especially as how particularly obsessive this version has been demonstrated to be in the Batman.
Yeah, that's my only, because all leading up to this so far was these crime guys kind of doing bad stuff to each other, and it either it's too low on his radar to pay attention, or he's just like, yeah, let them all kill each other kind of thing, But now, I mean, you're blowing up city blocks and you're hurting people, like regular people. That was my biggest issue, was like, okay, you took it to a point where I don't know how Batman ignores it now, because we still got to remember Batman is in this universe. We have a hero in this universe.
Yeah,
so it's
like, is he going to show up on the final episode?
Yeah, I mean, they're not getting Robert Pattinson. There's no way. If they do, kudos to them because holy shit. But
It'd be awesome if they
I
did.
don't see it
They
happening.
did get
That'd be
Colin
super
Farrell, and if it's going to step his next movie, why not?
Why not? Maybe, you know, I mean, but that was my only issue. It was like, okay, now you're blowing up city streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're making a giant hole, you know, in the street, you know, and he's got to notice, right? I mean, he's got to like, okay, it went past the point where it's you guys just messing with each other, like, you know. So that was my only kind of nitpick with it, and obviously we haven't got to the point where we see the consequences of the explosion yet, you know. So we'll see next episode. But that's my only question I have, you know, like, has this gone too far, you know, for Batman to not pay attention anymore? So, you know, but that's my because right now everyone, you know, saying like, oh, it's just crime people doing bad stuff to each other, you know, it's under his radar, it's just doing drug stuff, you know. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can write with that if that's what you want to say. But now I'm like, no,
Yeah.
not now.
He should know this now. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm sure like, you know, all the Falcones dying put it on his radar, you know, you know, so
It's like good riddance.
yeah, I'm sure, you know, so yeah, but that's really the only thing I had, and it's not anything with the episode. The episode was great, I thought, but yeah, they got to give us something Batman related. I part of me feels like that, you know, you know, but I'm interested to see what they do. I doubt we'll get Robert Pattinson, but if we do, I will kind of be super pleased if we get even maybe if it's not even that, if it's just a shot of Batman from the back or something, you know, so you can at least it's Batman or the Batlight, you know, the Batlight or something like that, you know, the thing that struck fear into people when they saw it in the sky, you know. So yeah. But yeah, any theories and you guys got for next episode?
I want to go with this once again. I think the doctor is going to tell the mom that Oz killed his brothers. She'll never forgive him for that, and she might even kill herself for it because she could have been the one stopping it. I think Vic raises an army, gets Oz out of it, and Oz kills Vic in the last episode.
Ooh,
Oz killed because he allowed his mother to get caught, and none of the stuff would have happened. She never would have found out if he only took care of his mother, because he's going to blame Vic. He's going to kill him.
He's quick to react with, yeah. We just talked about his anger, you know.
So there will be no more chance for him to be around because he kills him. Like, how come I didn't see him in it? Or how come we didn't hear about this? Because they kill him.
That's interesting. I like that. I can see that happening. The Batmobile driving into Gotham. I'm good with that too. I like that. Any theories, Brandman? Not really.
You know, I do think that that Vic is gonna die. I'm kind of asking myself how it's gonna happen. I didn't take into account that, especially with the little
You're breaking
little
up.
snippet. You're breaking up, man.
You're breaking up.
It,
like super laggy.
I don't know. You probably open too many windows.
Possibly.
I don't know. I think it's kind of skipping or freezing up.
Yeah, you have too many windows open or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're cutting out, man.
So we didn't hear anything you said.
And with
frozen
in one way, shape, or kind of rising, you know, climbing the ranks or rising to the top in the criminal underworld. of Gotham. Really, those are my only predictions I can think of.
I don't think we heard any.
I don't
of
hear any of it. So okay.
You were breaking up a lot, man.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
You're like,
Still
Son
frozen.
of a bitch.
no, he's not frozen on my end anymore.
Mhm. Well, anyway, like I was
Not
saying,
his mouth.
Wee.
I think it's good now.
No, what I was saying is, I definitely do think Vic is gonna die, but with the points that Brian raised, kind of coupled with the flashbacks and what we've seen of Oz in the present and in the past with his attachment to his mother, I could definitely see that happening at his hand potentially. It's definitely going to end with him rising to the top in some way, shape, or form, because that's kind of what the payoff for the show is supposed to be, right? That's what we're building up to. I'm starting to feel like Sophia might live. I'm starting to think that might be like an on and off rivalry, and then that'll just be one more thing for Bruce to have to deal with when the next Batman movie comes out. And yeah, those are really the only things that I kind of see happening.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
I hope they don't kill her off. I want to see her
Me
more.
neither. There's too much potential with her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it really is. But yeah. Unless you guys got anything else, I think that's.
I got one more thing.
What you got?
Dr. Julian Rush
comes
the Joker.
Nah,
instead of stuff Harley Quinn, the way they do it with Harley Quinn and her being a doctor, psychologist, and become that. He becomes it, and then somehow does.
I can see him doing Victor Zsasz. I think I can see him kind of doing a version of that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be good. Okay,
he'd fit in this universe.
Yeah, he really would.
Yep.
No. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I think Vic is gonna make it out as well. I hope Vic does as well. I hope he does as well.
I think they're gonna somehow kill him.
Yeah. It's just they showed us too much of him being too crazy. So yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. And then we get our final episode next week on Sunday. Then make sure you guys come and check us out on Monday, because we are for sure talking about that finale, and then give our final thoughts of the season. At least I don't know if we get a second season or not. But yeah,
it'd be interesting if there is. I know, even though Matt Reeves has been kind of talking like this season's going to be a one and done for the sake of building up to doing the movie, building up more of his universe, but it's hitting so hard. I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Brothers does demand another season. I hope if it did happen, I hope it's not another Joker 2 situation though.
Like, I made it bad on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine Vic getting shot in the end of the episode, and then a mid-credit shot of Oz going to kill Eve? Because Eve is the only other person that knew where he was. He puts 2 and 2 together, and he kills Eve. That way he has no more attached to any of the people we saw on this show. And he's free to become the Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know he's gonna do something really bad in this next episode. He's gonna kill somebody bad that's gonna completely turn him into this like crime lord villain kind of. Become. He's going to become the Batman villain, because he's so close, but he's not quite there yet. So yeah, he's definitely something's gonna happen. He's gonna do something pretty bad. So and then she's saying I'm fine with one and done. Same if they go that route.
Yeah, I think that it's the best way to do it. But I like the show. I like what they did.
Yeah, really good. But yeah, so that's our thoughts for this episode of of the Penguin. We got one more next week, so make sure you guys come and check us out. So hit that subscribe button, and you'll know when we go live, and you can be part of the chat. If not, you can always check out our replay of the review of the episode. So make sure you guys hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know what you think about the episode and the show so far, and any series, how you think it might end. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us in the live. And if you are live, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. They say mom dudes.
I think they say Mom Dukes.
Oh,
She's the one who's gonna die.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're definitely setting that up. I mean, with her wanting to die, if she gets really bad,
Or he accidentally kills her, he accidentally shoots her. She is so angry with him, she's coming to attack him and everything, and he accidentally kills her. And then it's now official, he's killed everyone in his family.
Oh, I'd say that. That's so bad, man. And just going back to it, and it keeps cutting back to the outside of the door, and you just hear him like, okay, hey, like, and the cries for help got more and more like erratic and more like, oh, please help us, anybody. And then like it cuts back to it and it's just like quiet.
Silent.
And I was like, fuck, man, that was so good. That's such a interesting way to show somebody died. And if
he didn't actively kill him. Just let them die. Which is worse to do at 12 years old, just let them die.
Yeah, you have your two siblings, man.
That was so messed up. That was so messed up. Like I was sitting there with like my jaw on the floor. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor.
Yeah. And the episode started off that way. That if the episode starts off this way, it's gonna be a crazy episode. So, and it was. I see the doctor becoming like Scarecrow. Oh, I can see that too.
Oh, that's a good one. Scarecrow, yeah.
I could definitely see that.
I definitely think he's a villain somehow. He becomes a villain.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you don't get Theo Ross or Rossi, whatever his name is, to just be like this little side character that pops up. Like he's been a bad guy, like a villain in too many things. Just to have him like, oh, hey, you're gonna come and be in a few scenes and then okay, bye. Like, I feel that's a waste. Cool. Watch the Skeleton Crew and then we'll call it a night.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Cool. Bring it up real quick. There. All right, cool. I haven't seen this yet.
Me neither.
I've been waiting to see it with you guys. Also, I'm not really like hyped on the show yet, so I wasn't like, oh yeah, I gotta watch it. But all right, let's do this. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna check out the brand new Skeleton Crew trailer, the new Star Wars Disney Plus show that we're getting pretty soon, right? So
the one that we didn't know we needed or wanted.
Yeah. So, but we said that before, and we got some good stuff, but we'll see. But yeah, let's watch it and we'll talk about it.
What are you in for? What are you in for?
I found something buried in the woods.
Dad.
This is unacceptable. Do you understand?
What do you think it is? Don't touch anything.
What did you do?
We're lost. Really lost.
Stay together. We just need some directions home.
Come on, kid. Hey, whoa! Where'd you two find an old Republic credit?
Over here, quick. I'll get you home. We'll make a partnership. But we have to move fast. I need you to take the controls.
Okay.
Neil? Neil?
A crew of murderous pirates is coming.
Something's wrong.
They're not going to just turn up. We need to find them.
We're not alone down here.
Oh, be warned of booby traps. Pirates and mountains where none dare to go.
If you hear this, don't give up. No matter what.
Okay.
All right.
First thoughts. What you guys think?
Doesn't look bad. It kind of looks like it's got like a kind of retro-esque kind of look to it, kind of like some of the kind of older Star Wars specials, like the Ewok Adventure. I think I got kind of a vibe like that, if anyone remembers that old one from the early 80s, and some of the other ones that came out. The vibe feels appropriate, especially looking at who's involved. You know, John Watts from the Spider-Man trilogy, and you know, Jude Law, who's just good in anything that he's in. If I had to sum it up, I'd say it looks harmless. It looks like a harmless romp, kind of more geared towards kids. I think she'd said it's got like a Goonies vibe to it. Like I said, 80s retro. And plus whoever's playing the main character's dad, he's fun fact, that guy's actually the singer of one of my favorite bands, TV on the Radio. So I'm that's a sell for me too.
Nice. Okay. What are you, Brian?
Nothing really grabbed me, to be honest. It was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just nothing really grabbed me. I was just like, okay. I don't care. And that's kind of what I thought. I don't care. It's like, whatever. There's nothing about it that's like makes me feel like this is can't miss.
Yeah. I don't think it's can't miss, but from the trailer, because this is like the first real trailer. We had like a teaser before. It looks pretty fun. It looks fun. You know, like I was kind of put off by like the realness of like the city they were at. You know, like the little suburb that they're in. But then
I was
like
thinking the same.
yeah, but then they're out in space, and I'm like, the space looks awesome. You know, the aliens look cool. It looks, you know, they did some practical effects in it, you know, stuff like that. So it looks interesting. I know they have like a really good creative team behind it. You know, I know the Daniels who did Everything Everywhere All at Once. You know, I think they're directing some. Bryce S. Howard is directing some. You said John Watts is in it. David Lowery is, you know, directing some episodes. So they got good creative people behind it. Hopefully it can deliver. I'm not really expecting anything from this. You know, obviously I'm not expecting it to tie into anything, which is fine. You know, at the very least, I just want a fun time. And it looks like it could deliver. It could. I'm not saying it is for sure, but it looks like it could deliver like a good fun time. You know, Goonies. I mean, if I get Space Goonies, I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
It's not going to save Star Wars by any means. It's not going to be like, oh, this is it. This is the thing that saves Star Wars. But if it's fun, then I'm good. Yeah. So, yeah. But we're checking it out for sure.
It's just not for me.
No. So I'm kind of curious to know, because I think Jude Law is gonna be Jude Law, I believe, is the Jedi in this story. So hopefully we get some cool Jedi stuff. Hopefully he becomes. I want to see him be the I can't think of his name from Rebels. The guy who trains Ezra. I'm drawing a blank on his name. But him, kind of a dude that's like past it, but still carries around, a part of the saber, or parts of the saber, or stuff like that, and then realizes like, oh, hey, I still have some of it in me, So, but we look cute.
Yeah,
I don't know
cute.
if that was the vibe. I don't know if that's the vibe they're going for, but I like it. I don't care. Yeah, but
I just,
yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm any less or more interested in watching it than what I was before. I maybe a little bit more interested just because like the spacey stuff looked cool. But
yeah, but everything watching like not get into two more like 2 episodes in, you're still not in space, and you're like, okay, why the hell am I watching this?
I know it all happens in like the last 2 episodes. That would no, they need to go in space like episode 1. At the end of episode 1, they're already in space. Like, yeah, if they wait any longer than that, then they're dragging it out. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but cool. Anything
Yeah,
else?
I hope the pacing is there.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, that's
the big
pretty
thing.
much all I have.
Yeah. So there's not much for the synopsis. It just says Skeleton Crew is set in the New Republic era after the events of Return of the Jedi. So that's the time frame we're dealing with.
I mean, I want to watch the first 2 episodes and give it a chance, and then go from there.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch 2 episodes, that's like what, halfway through already. Because I think it's only again like what, 6 episodes or something like that.
But the first 2 are going to be released the same day.
Same day. Oh, okay.
December
They
3rd.
usually do that. Yeah. What's up, Cleves? We got Cleves in the house saying, yeah, I don't know about this. Don't think I'm gonna watch it.
I
can't blame you. Yeah, I can't blame you, man. I mean, Disney hasn't done anything with their Star Wars stuff, so. But hopefully, this is like a Agatha all along type of situation, like something that no one wants or asks for, and then it ends up being a pretty entertaining show.
That would be great.
Blows us all away. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. So, but cool. That's our thoughts for the official trailer for Skeleton Crew. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this. Are you kind of past all the Disney Plus Star Wars stuff? I really want to know what people think about this. Because I'm really curious to know where everyone stands. So yeah, leave a comment. But if you are watching live, we appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. But stick around. We're gonna finish things up for the night.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed at all.
Not impressed. But I was like, oh, that looks cool. Like
I was like,
oh,
oh, that looks
stuff.
Not good.
Yeah. But I'll take Space Goonies. Is that what they give us, and that's what it winds up being? And I think that's a win. If it's good, and if that's the vibe,
that could be.
It's Star Wars. It's not going to win.
I know. Star Wars needs a win so bad, man. So bad. And maybe this is the way to do it. It's like instead of going like harder into paint with like the Acolyte and all this like crazy shit, like, oh, we're gonna change witches and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do all that and we're gonna show you Plagueis. It's like I think you're doing too much in something that's too little, and you're just pissing everyone off. But this maybe something that's a little bit not connected to any of the characters or any other story, and it's kind of just doing its own fun thing. Yeah, Star Wars haven't been hitting in a while. But even Ahsoka, there's a lot of people that don't like Ahsoka.
I like Ahsoka. I always.
Well, I
did.
loved Ahsoka. I thought it,
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I thought it was good. You know, it should not have been called Ahsoka. It should have been called Rebel Season 4. But you know, but it was good. I think I'm more interested in what Ahsoka is going to do going forward.
Yeah.
You know,
Because a season 2 could easily, you know, it's you really got to like build upon the first and really got to you really got to escalate things and just because there's enough room for it to just blow season 1 out of the water.
Yeah, it needs to. Just like, you know, we got with Halo,
yeah. Even I warmed up to season 2 as much as I hated the first season.
Yeah. Halo proves even well, I liked Rings of Power season 1. A lot of people didn't like season 1, but season 2 they're saying is like one of the best shows that came out this year. You know, like so it just shows you like, hey, you can have a shitty first season, but then have a solid second season. So
pick it back up and keep it going.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think Disney misses with kid shows. It's the adult content where they struggle. That's true. I like Ahsoka. Yeah. And man, maybe that's what the Star Wars needs right now. Just a fun, kiddie, no consequences kind of show. You know, they need a win somewhere, right? Oh, sorry, my cat keeps laying on my keyboard. I have to binge season 2 of Rings. Me too. I haven't watched it, and I loved season 1. So
people say a lot of good things about the season 2.
Yeah. So that's a show that me and my girlfriend watch. So I can't watch it by myself. Otherwise, I would have watched it already. So, but cool. You guys got anything else?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, same. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. Yeah, hit that bed. You know, Ace, always appreciate you. Derpy coming in. You know, she appreciate you. Cleave's coming in at the end. Yeah, and then who's it? Darker Room Reviews giving us that super chat. So appreciate him. Make sure you go check him out. You know, but always Travis, Terrence coming in, with all his thoughts on MCU and stuff like that.
Facts.
So, yeah. We appreciate that. Matt Film Show, you know, everyone else, Anzo, of course. But cool. Let's get here. Oh, also, so real quick, Brandon. So you weren't here on Thursday. Mama Bear wasn't here on Thursday either. So there's a lot of people saying like, Mama Bear won't let him. She kidnapped him. Like, Mama Bear, let him go. So keep on the show. It was pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's why I wish he was here because that would have been good.
Yeah, and I meant to, because I was out and about during Halloween. I meant to bring my freaking earbuds so I could like basically join from the streets and forgot them like an idiot.
Nah, no worries, man. Yeah, go enjoy, man. Enjoy your night out and get drunk and have fun. Well, that's why I was hoping Mama Bear would have been here tonight, because they would be like, oh, but they're never on stream at the same time. Yeah, but cool. Get out of here. Appreciate all you guys. We're trying to get to 2,000, so you know, make sure you guys check out some of our edited videos. We just did the Gargoyles 30th anniversary and stuff like that. So you know, share our live streams, some of our clips, stuff like that. We really appreciate all you guys. But let's get out of here. We will see you guys on Thursday. I don't even know what we're talking about on Thursday. No more Agatha. So, but yeah, we'll probably some more trailers and
we'll figure out something. It'll be okay.
Yeah,
maybe
another movie.
Maybe you guys watch from and we can talk about the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'll
I'm
probably
gonna
let you know like
get on
tomorrow.
that.
But cool. Yeah, let's get out of here. Appreciate all you guys. We will see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.